Today we are working with composition of transformations, so we are going to be moving our pre-image and then we're going to be moving it again. When we move it once, you're going to have prime. When you move it twice, you'll have double prime, showing that you've moved it twice. Now, please bear with me while I do this lesson, because for some reason my marker keeps going. When I stop my hand, on the page, it just wants to keep moving. So again, bear with me. All right, so our first rule is that we're going to add 2 to our x value, subtract 6 from our y. So you can either know that it goes to the right 2 and down 6 and put a dot, or you can actually take your coordinate pairs. So in this case, z is 0, 4. And then you can add 2 to 0, or your x value, subtract 6 from 4, your y value, and that's where your point will end up landing. So if you go over to the c and move it to the right 2, down 6, put your dot, you can see that's 2, negative 2, just like you showed over here. And we're going to label it. You want to label everything. That's c prime because we've moved it once. Once again, you're going to do that with the other letters. So you're going to move a 2 to the right, 6 down, and there is a prime. Once again, the same thing with b. Now, while I'm doing this, you should be graphing this on your own paper as well, so you have a record of it. So you're going to the right 2, and down 6. Once again, I'm sorry for the delay. It's acting up for some reason. And then go ahead and connect those dots. Now, once again, we're going to move it to a new location, and it tells us by this rule we're going to move to the left 10 and up 2. So our c value to the left 10, oh shoot, and up 2. I should have moved it up 2. I'll write it and then I'll erase the other one because that was a mistake. Okay. And so we're going to label that, so it's c double prime. Now the same thing for the others. So a prime, we're going to move that to the left 10 up 2. Once again, do this with me. Oh, stop moving. And then up 2. I've stopped moving my hand and it just keeps moving all over the place. Dang it. So this should be a double prime, and then b once again to the left 10 up 2. And that's b double prime. And you'll want to connect all of these dots once again. Okay. Probably shouldn't have gone so quickly. Well, you can always pause it, go back. Now, we want to reflect an image. So if it says we're reflecting your image over the y equals negative 2 line, my first thing is that I'm going to put a line at y equals negative 2. So when it says y equals negative 2, you have a horizontal line at y equals negative 2. Now you're going to reflect it over that line. So I'm going to look at, well, my b value originally, my pre-image, it was 1, 2, 3 steps away from that line. So when I reflect it, it should be equally distanced away from the line over that y equals negative 2 line. So if it was 3 away, I'm going to count down 1, 2, 3. And this is your b prime. Now the same thing for c. It was 3 away, so I'm going to go down 3. This is your c prime. Now a is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 away from the line. So we're going to go 10 down. 6, 7, 8. And I didn't plan that as well as I should have, but it should still be 10 away. So this isn't going to be 100% exact. You just have to use your imagination. Now once again, you need to connect those dots. There's your new image. So we're going to go back, and now it says we want to reflect this image over the x equals negative 3 line. When x equals a number, you're going to have a vertical line, so at -3. So I'm going to go ahead and put a line at x equals -3. And I need to reflect it over that line. So now I'm going to go the other way. Well, if I want to reflect it to the right, or over that x equals -3 line, I want to see how far away those dots are. So if it's 2 away, for example, well, I have to be 2 away when I reflect it. So here's my C. Well, I've now gone a second distance away from my original shape. So it's going to be C double prime. Same thing for B. So I am 1, 2, 3, 4 away. 1, 2, 3, it has to be 4 away again. And this is going to be B double prime. Okay, so A is 1, 2, 3, 4 away. Let's be 1, 2, 3, 4 away again. And now it's A double prime. And we want to connect those dots once again. Okay, so it's a mirror image. So hopefully that makes sense as to how you can transition, how you can reflect images, and that your original to the new shape would be just 1 prime. When you reflect it or move it again somehow, it would be a double prime. If you did it again, it would be a triple prime, and eventually we would just have numbers that look like an exponent, but eventually you wouldn't want to put that many tick marks. I mean, if you had 100 different moves, you wouldn't want to put 100 tick marks. That would be crazy. So you would put 100 in its place, and it wouldn't be an exponent so much. It's just telling you how many times it's actually moved away from the original. So if you have any questions, please ask your teacher tomorrow in class, or whenever you have him or her next, and we'll be glad to help you. Thank you.